Hey guys, Vin here. Let's quickly look at the NASDAQ100 and the US30 forecast. Make sure that you understand risk management. Tell me where you are watching this video from down in the comment section below. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I'd like to know that. Okay, let's quickly dive into it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to look at the weekly. I'm going to start here on the daily time frame. The daily time frame, it's almost looking the same from our previous analysis. If you've been watching me for some time, you should know what to do by now. Structures, let's focus on structures, the support and the resistance I explained on the previous video. The support and resistance. Okay, if I mark this point right there, I feel like we've done this before, right? Let me know if we've done this before. If I mark these 2 points, what do we get? We get a trend line support structure of that nature, right? And where are we right now? Where are we right now? We are not too far away from that structure, but a little bit. This is where those 2 days bias came out from. We are at least closer to this resistance structure. That is what we have. We are closer to the resistance structure. But a little bit far away from the trend line or the lower part of that. Maybe I should draw the support level here. Maybe we might see this differently in a form of a range. Yes, like this. Let me put this support here so we can see it's some sort of a range bound market. Let me explain how to trade the range bound market or trading a range. Okay, so remember I said the range bound is whereby price is moving sideways. It's not moving up in a trend. It's trapped between this, maybe let's say this level and the other level, which would be this support right here. Let's say these are the 2 levels that we have. Price is trapped between that. Let me mark this as S for support. Let me see, mark another one right here. Of course, if this is our support, our main key will be to look for opportunities to buy to the upside. Keyword is opportunities. I'm going to explain some of the things that we can look for. So we'll look for opportunities to push back up, okay, towards the resistance, which is the upper boundary right here. Remember, we are trapped in a range, so we're going to have some nice M's and W patterns around that, okay. And here we'll be looking for opportunities. That's the keyword, opportunities to actually sell. Okay, this is a bit educational, not really part of the forecast, but if you like the vibe, yes. And then that is that. You sell the resistance, you buy the support. That is how you trade a range. Some of the signals that you might want to look for, maybe I'll discuss them a little bit later on the video on what kind of signals to look out for. So that's what we have now, a little bit of a range here on the daily chart. There isn't much of details. This is the support and we are far away from the support. The resistance is the closest structure that we have. And if we move to this particular one, this of course gonna be a little bit detailed than the previous one. This is the H4 chart. Like I said, this is purely educational. So if we mark that, I'm just going to use a box right here to mark that sort of a range. You can see we are much closer to the resistance, which is the upper part of that particular box. That is where we are, and that is where we're going to look for opportunities. Keyword, opportunities to sell. And some of the signals to look out for could be the simplest thing. I'm going to keep it simple. Candlestick signals like the pin bars, whether it's green like this or whether it's having a red body or the body is a little bit up, whether it's nice like this one. Any of those, that is what you're going to look out for around that particular level. Those particular candles that I've shown you, they're signifying rejection. So that will be a nice rejection of buyers getting rejected on that resistance structure. Like I said, this is going to be educational. If you like this, give me a like down there. Give me a like down there if you're liking this content so far before continue. If you look at the H1 chart, same shanties, guys. We're still looking at the range. We're still looking at that resistance. That's the nearest structure that we have. Okay, so if I draw it in the form of your supply and demand, that is going to be our supply level. At least if we can reach that level, this is where we actually, or rather the zone, this is where we're actually going to look out for that rejection that I highlighted previously as an opportunity to sell all the way to the downside. Should price violate that particular zone, then we might end up looking for a different shanties. And of course, the opposing support structure is a little bit far. Again, it's down there if you are using zones or you are using your supply and demand kind of shanties. Why wanna riding? Let me know if you're enjoying this content so far. Yeah, maybe let's get let's get this video to 500 likes. I'm not gonna ask for 10,000 likes. Let's get this video to 500 likes. And also don't forget to subscribe, man. I mean, if you've been watching me and you're not subscribed, I don't know, maybe you hate me, maybe you hate the content. Let's look at the US30 right now. The US30, guys, it's a bit different from what we've been looking at. It's been going up aggressively. Looking at the weekly chart right here, there isn't much except that price broke out of the range that we're focusing at previously. Okay, but if you're an intraday trader, you're able to get in and out of sell trades and both buy trades. Again, here's a trend line, support trend line to be precise. There isn't much, but this is still the same weekly shandies. What I'm gonna do now is to focus on the level, this particular zone that was broken, right? What comes after break? If price broke out of this particular, they can say that sort of imbalance kind of candle, or your rally base, rally kind of vibes. We're waiting for a retest, which is this red candle that I've just drawn. Okay, a retest back to the broken structure. So for some odd reasons, we might get nice opportunities to sell this particular guy here on the daily, or the H4, even the H1, depending on where we find our trading signals. Okay, this is that range that we're looking at previously, the previous weeks rather, and this is the level that was broken. We're waiting for that nice retest, the same retest that I just showed you here on weekly. I'm just interpreting everything to this particular time frame, which is the lower time frame. Yes, we're waiting for that retest at least a little bit. You can see this candle right there. We're starting to have some sort of rejection, or there's a decrease in buying momentum, and we could see price coming a little bit down to that particular point. Okay, it might not be aggressive, but we need that retest of the broken zone. That is what we need right now. A little bit of a move all the way back to the upper part of this box, the upper part of the range. We broke out of that range. Okay, so if I break it down further, let's say the H4 chart right here, let's see, this is out of frame. This is out of frame, but this is the level that I drew, that particular dotted zone there. And you could be looking at that channel, but if you are more of a breakout trader, you want to sell the sellers, what can you use to sell this? If you're a breakout trader, you can actually mark this point and wait for a breakout kind of retest, maybe on 30 minutes or 15 minutes if you're trend line breakout kind of trader, right? And you could look for opportunities to buy, I mean rather sell. I said sellers, to sell all the way to the downside. Sorry about that. And maybe buyers could start taking up their orders as soon as we reach that horizontal dotted level. Okay, around somewhere around that point, we could see that actually taking place. But if you're a buyer, buyers are most likely to stack up their order from this particular level. We could see buyers starting to pile up their orders. That's just my take on it. But if you're a seller, pay attention to that channel that I've drawn up there. This is the H4 chart. Maybe the H1 and the 30 minutes might give you that nice trend line, breakout trend line all the way to the down. All the links to the Telegram channel, my WhatsApp contact, the website and whatnot, they're in the description. Make sure that you are communicating with me, not the other ones who are talking about investments and whatnot. I don't do investments. Okay, so please make sure. Otherwise, say sharp. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure that you give me a like. Otherwise, sharp.